Thank you for tuning in to 1001 Stories of World War II, beginning from excerpts from my book, The Last Flight of the Daisy May, a story of heroism and hope at 17,000 feet. Heroism and hope. The story begins far away from the battle site. On a warm, dark July day, not far from a quiet ocean, the Marine Color Guard is escorting an airman to his final resting place. Looking into the eyes of a lanky Marine in the burial detail, there is the focused stare of a man doing his job for his country. There is no room for emotion. His eyes are dry. After all, the Marine has seen many of his friends killed doing their jobs, working and dying for their friends, their families, and their country during a time of great stress and peril. For this lanky Marine, it is the time and the place to complete his job of folding the flag and presenting it with spent M1 carbine shell casings from the 21-gun salute for the resting airman. He gently tucks the shell casings inside the folded U.S. flag neatly and efficiently. His eyes stare straight ahead as he hands off the flag. The bugler sounds taps, and there is a familiar rumbling in the far-off clouds. The Marines from the burial detail stand at attention as the chaplain recites, "On behalf of the President of the United States and the people of a grateful nation." I wonder what happened on the airman's last mission, the last flight of the Daisy May. The Perkins clan. The airman's name is Francis J. Perkins, Jr. He goes by Fran. He is a senior at Calumet High School in Chicago, Illinois. He lives with his father, mother, and 4 brothers in the area called Washington Heights, next to Evergreen Park. The Brainerd Park District keeps the boys busy in the summer months with sports. It is early afternoon when Jim and Bob, his 2 older brothers, are talking about taking a bus to downtown Chicago to begin some Christmas shopping. "Do you want to come along, Fran?" asked Bob. "No, I'm having dinner with Elaine, and I don't want to be stuck downtown and not make it to dinner on time." "It sounds like Fran's getting married soon," the oldest brother Jim says sarcastically. "Remember what Dad always says, you have to graduate from high school in June. Then we'll all be working for the city of Chicago together. They don't want a dummy, you know, even if you are a dummy in love." "You are nuts, Jim, nuts," Fran retorts. Dad comes into the living room and turns on the radio. "We'll listen to some music while we figure out where everyone's going today. I'm staying home to help your mother. We're going to bake a cake together." "That sounds like real fun, Dad. You can get little Fran to help. That'll help keep him from thinking about his new girlfriend, Elaine, all day," Bob jests. "Don't listen to your brothers, Fran. They're just trying to get you rattled," says Dad. Dad, who goes by Frank, turns on the monstrous radio that looks like a fine piece of furniture. The walnut cabinet stands about 5 feet high and is 3 feet wide. Television was non-existent in homes back then. As radio tubes heat up, the sound begins, however, no music plays. "That's the voice of the president," says Bob excitingly. "What's going on?" The 3 boys and their dad huddle in front of the radio and listen. A reporter's voice interrupts the president's voice. "Today, December 7th, 1941, the islands of Hawaii, Wake Island, and Midway, as well as the Philippines, have been attacked by the Empire of Japan. American naval ships anchored at Pearl Harbor are sinking, as well as ships between Hawaii and San Francisco, California, are sinking. Hickam Airfield and other airfields in the Hawaiian Islands have hundreds of burning airplanes on the ground. This cowardly attack by Japan is on the same day we are receiving a Japanese ambassador in Washington, D.C. Tomorrow, on Monday, December 8, 1941, an emergency session in Congress will take place to vote on an official declaration of war on the Empire of Japan. After listening to the emergency bulletin that seems to go on for hours, Fran Perkins turns off the radio. He looks at his sons. He cannot smile. Francis J. Perkins remembers World War I. He fought the Germans over there. Over there are the battlefields of France and Germany in 1919. Frank Perkins fought bravely to end war forever. World War I was the war to end all wars. He fought that war over there. Over there, the famous George M. Cohan song was playing while a younger Frank boarded the troop ship leaving for the European battlefields in 1917. Many of his friends never made it back. Looking at his young boys today, Frank knows they will learn war from first-hand experience rather than from books. He is too dumbfounded to speak, the memories vivid in his consciousness, even after over 20 years. Thank you for listening to 1001 Bedtime Stories of World War II by Wayne Perkins. Please subscribe, hit the bell to receive more stories from my book, The Last Flight of the Daisy May. You can purchase it in print version from Amazon.com or download it on your Kindle ebook reader or any other free Kindle app on your smartphone, laptops, palm tops, any other thing that you could possibly think of the Daisy May, getting ready to take you on a journey to learn about the brave men, women, and machines that helped us win World War II.